just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and that'll bring up second down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
2nd and 10. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Play action. Here's Hurts. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. The stop was made by Jannard Avery.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And Kansas City drafted Mecole Hardman, hoping he could be something of a Tyreek Hill clone. They're still trying to find his exact niche. He did have 41 catches last year, and he makes a nice one there.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. And this throw will be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We have the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. Pretty fortunate there. The interception that ended the last drive, and then boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Hurts. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be fourth down. Here's the Eagles' new punter for 2021, Aaron Sipos, to punt it away. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
A good rookie season for Clyde Edwards-Helaire, but I do believe a lot of people thought that he would be more of a factor in the passing game for KC last year. Remember, he had 55 catches his final season at LSU. Wound up with only 36 as a rookie with the Chiefs. I expect that number to only go up. Remember, he missed a few games down the stretch with injury.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Obviously, slowing down Mahomes, going to be a tall order. He gets the completion there, but what do defenses need to try to do against him?
Well, as we saw in the Super Bowl against Tampa Bay, their number one goal was to get him to third down and long situations. Not third and manageable, meaning 3rd and 4 or less, but 3rd and 7 or more. There were plenty of those situations because now you can unleash your pass rushers. And if you can get that going, get him pressured in the pocket, get him on the move, use those 7 behind him to cover, that's how you can play Patrick Mahomes the best, I believe.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And his throw is incomplete. Oh, Travis Kelce unable to pull it in. And it's second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he'll go back to Kelsey. This time it's caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a first down. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Flush to his right. Got some room at the 30, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. We know they have these RPOs in their playbook, and look, we're seeing it here in the first quarter. You think we're going to see it as the game continues?
They trotted them out early for a reason, partner. They're letting them know that this is in the arsenal, and we rely on it. You better be prepared because this is going to be an all-day affair trying to stop them.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They go play action with Hurts. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Rager, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Eric Wilson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Hurts fumbles it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
And these two continue to work so well together. Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelsey. Maybe the best quarterback and tight end in the game today. 105 catches for Kelsey last year. 2nd among NFL tight ends.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Mahomes going to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. The Sanders has got it, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Up to make the tackle, Anthony Harris, former Viking.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. They'll throw now on the final play. He'll fire it deep for Rager. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have the show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 40. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 50 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Yeah, he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Play action. Here's Hurts. This ball complete to Rager. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. A carry here for the big tight end. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. That'll be caught. Rager with it. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 49-yard line.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And this is caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Sanders is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Here's Mecole Hardman. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 46 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Trying to lay one up deep. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the 1st. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the 1st with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Mahomes firing complete. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Room here to run. Past the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. 42 yards on the ground for him so far. And by the way, for those of you that think Todd Gurley may have lost a step, I think you can look at this play as evidence that that is indeed not the case.
And how about the situation that we're in right now? Because this is the fourth quarter. So you know there's some tired legs out there on defense and probably some tired minds as well trying to chase guys around for 4 quarters. But this is where conditioning, athleticism, that separates the good backs from the great backs, and that was an A-plus effort right there.
Gurley. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. So an important drive for them there. And they're not home, but momentum, Charles, definitely in their favor now.
And I like the point you just made. They're not home yet, but a 1-point game, and if you kick the extra point, make it an 8-point game. Only one score, but you're right. Momentum definitely in their favor right now.
Taken from about the 12. Well, now how about this return? And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Eagles first down. First down and goal.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll run with Sanders, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Gets this one to Hill. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Another huge season last year for Tyreek Hill, teaming up with Patrick Mahomes. Close to 1,300 yards receiving. 15 touchdowns as well, and that was second only to Devontae Adams. We know about the big plays. Also makes the dependable chain-moving catches as well.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Mahomes to throw. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw, Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Here comes a big one as this crowd gets up making some noise. It's 3rd and short. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And certainly not the greatest of punts there. This will get out of bounds right at their own 40-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Eagles 13.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in.
We got three, brother. Hurt. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. 2, 3. Watch the edge. SOS.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one are thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Kansas City, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.